Hey guys, I want to try something different as the IDW comics are put on a hiatus for now. I was going to go back to the 90s and test this out. A review of Archie Comics Sonic the Hedgehog #1. Now for people too young to remember, the comics were loosely based on the Saturday AM cartoon and are more slapstick comedy driven for the early issues at least. But now let's get into this, shall we? Issue 1 opens up with Robotnik hanging Sonic by the neck because he's finally captured him this time. Come to find out that it's just a piñata with candy inside. Robotnik is mad that the best he can do is smash a stuffed toy instead of the real thing. But what gets me here is that one of the SWAT bots comes in with a plant to explain what he has and just gets hammered into the ground because the bot broke one of the rules, which is no plants. Bot points out that it's not organic but mechanical and says that with this Burrow bot, they can spread it all over the Great Forest, as he calls them his lardness. And for the reward, Robotnik steals the SWAT bot's idea and puts it in the compactor, then tells the Burrow bot he better get this right or this is his future, which is completely messed up. Later at Knothole, Antoine is getting jealous that Sally's spending all her time with Sonic when they're going over defensive measures. Antoine gets lost in his thoughts of making a bouquet of flowers for Sally, that he doesn't notice the Burrow bot plant the mechanical flowers all over the place. Sonic and Sally hear Antoine screams and go see what's wrong. And I forgot Sonic used to break the fourth wall in the early 90s because he needs to show his stuff because this comic's called Sonic the Hedgehog for a reason. Antoine tells him just to save themselves because he's doomed. Sonic tells him that he doesn't leave a friend behind and does a Sonic spin to get him free, which is weird because they should have called it a spin dash by now, and frees Antoine. They get him back to Knothole and ask Boomer, what is the plant that has him trapped? Out of nowhere, Boomer decides to use a fucking chainsaw and Antoine passes out. Boomer just wanted to cut the table so he could get closer and yank the plants off Antoine. After the plant is in the bucket, they take him for some fresh air so he can calm down, which Tails wanders in and waters the plant in the bucket. Everyone is worried that the plant will grow and go on a rampage, while Tails thinks everyone is ungrateful that he watered the plant. Robotnik watches as the plant is taking over the forest and sends out buzz bombers to catch them if they try and run for it. But Robotnik is so surprised he's scared himself. Back at Knothole, they see that the plant is short-circuiting and Boomer studies it and says that the plant is completely mechanical and Sonic thinks it's Robotnik. He asks Sally for a 5,000-foot hose, but Tails says there's no need as there's a thunderstorm coming. At the end, Robotnik is trashing the Burrow bot because it failed, even though all it did was plant the seeds. But Robotnik doesn't care. Next, Sonic is called in to fold up a map of Mobius, but actually they're trying to pinpoint where Robotnik would give his speech at. He's at Casino Night Zone, and Sonic says to play Sonic 2 and get him there as well. Some product placement, that's pretty good. Later, in Robotnik's casino, Sonic looks around to find where the speech is being held. Robotnik wanted a sold out crowd for his latest invention, and one of the bots fills the last chair. He sees that Sonic filled the last chair and finds that this is an opportunity to finally win, while Sonic has to grease the wheels a bit to get the last table. Apparently, SWAT bots need money. Robotnik starts showing off his inventions by firing them into the crowd, which is mostly at Sonic's general area. Robotnik's new invention was a giant pinball machine. Sonic is put through a ton of traps and barely makes it out alive. Robotnik wants to send Sonic through it a couple more times, but a SWAT bot tells him someone made 50 cents and Robotnik isn't having that because he says, you don't beat the house beats you with a hammer. Robotnik really doesn't want anyone to win. Robotnik tries to shoot the ball and it breaks, freeing Sonic, and he destroys the entire machine. Sonic does the unthinkable and plants a bomb in the casino that sends Robotnik flying. And as the comic ends, Sonic goes back to Knothole and Sally asks Sonic to help Antoine with the childproof cap. It's an okay issue. It's more Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog than Saturday AM because it's just slapstick humor. I guess they didn't really have a solid base on what to do with Sonic at this point in time because it was just him advertising for the comic and the video games at the time instead of basing it solely off the TV shows, or one of the TV shows anyway. It's good for what it is, and if you guys want me to do more of these, just leave a comment below and I'll catch you guys next time.
Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social accounts like Twitter and Facebook. See you later!